9:25.
Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the remaining part of the gastrulation. Okay. Here the blastula formation and blast formation is over in the frog. Okay. The developmental biology deals with the branch of embryology, so that is the branch of science. Okay. So and so is there now. Let us be discuss in this session. That is the topic is gastrulation. Okay, last class we will discuss just the topic which is entered into the gastrulation is one of the most complex process in the embryo, right? In the developmental of embryo, gastrulation is a complex, integrated, highly complex, not only simple complex here, highly complex, complicated, right? And the integrated morphogenic characteristics appears. Here three morphogenic features are appear in the gastrulation. Those are these gastrulation is followed by the three process. Those are first one is invagination, second one is involvation, and third one is epiboly. Just we give a simple introduction about in the previous classes. That is what is invagination. Invagination means the cells which are present inside of the cells, they can treat the outputs of the cell. Right now, inside, these processes always occurs at inside of the cell. First of all, we will simply roughly draw the diagram of this blastula. Okay, how the blastula is formed? For example, here the sperm cell plus fused with the ova. Both gives a zygote which in a diploid condition. In the zygote, the cell divisions are occurs and it forms. There is a cleavage pattern is followed. Right, ma? Cleavage pattern is followed, and this is become a 2 cell formation, 2 to 4 cell formation. The next this 8 cell formations, and next one here 18 to 16, 16 to 64 to 128 to so many cells. These cells will become a morula formation. Then morula 2 it will become as a blastula. Each blastula is consist of blastomere cells. Blastomere cells, ma. These blastomere cells, the upper side is very microblastomeres. Blastomeres which are present at the animal pole, ma. Animal pole, where the macroblastomeres which are present at this vegetal pole. Vegetal pole, isn't it, ma? Right. For example, this is a matured egg or a blastomere. The cells are which is arranged here, very small in size. These small in size cells are known as the micromeres. Here present in the cavity. This cavity is known here blastopore, isn't it, ma'am? Blastopore, right? Here the crescentic patch, which are occupied the large cells, large blastomere cells. Okay, these cleavage patterns are stopped with the formation of the blastula. Formation of the blastula, isn't it? Okay. And let us be start. These blastula, after formation of this blastophore, blastula, blastoderm, the layer which is covered by this development of the cell, this is known as blastoderm, blastomeres, blastopore. Right? And next we will discussing this blastula slowly enters into the another important process, that is gastrulation. Gastrulation is a process. It is composed with the highly integrated steps. So those are three, ma. There are divided into three. And the first one is invagination. The first one is invagination. And where the second one is the process that is involvation. Right, ma? Involvations. And third one is here epiboly. Epiboly. These three important processes which are included in the gastrulation. Here the gastrulation means the formation of three more germ layers. The primary germ layers, those are divided into ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm formations. Let us see what is going on here. The first one is invagination. In invagination, okay ma? In invagination, they have a name morphogenic features ma. These morphogenic features will changes the structure. Where the blastula formation is, you must remember that the first structure of blastula and the blastomere cell, where the blastopore is present inside of the cell, right? Here, this gastrulation process, the first one is invagination. In invagination, in the frog embryo, gastrulation is initiated. Gastrulation is initiated at the future of the dorsal side of the embryo. Where it starts? Dorsal side of the embryo. In frog, where we discussed here, this gastrulation in frog, this invagination is initiated futures, that is the dorsal side of the embryo. And what is going on here? What's the dorsal side of the embryo? That just below the equator, let us draw the simple diagram. This is a cell, here this is the equator lines, okay, and here we make a simple structure, that is the crescentic matter. The crescentic matter which is follows here and forms here, right, and dot-like structures. The yolk content and the gray matter which is present at the vegetal pole side, vegetal pole side, right. Let us draw a simple using another one, that is here the structure, just you may thinking like this, a small future curve, right. Here we should mean labeling this diagram, so knowing about the parts, okay. This is formed as like this, and here also be like this. Here the few curve formation, right. The crescent gray matter formation, right. This gray matter is formed as like this furrows. Okay, it's a lip-like movements. Dorsal lip, ventral lip formation. This is known as the lower lip formation. They are all found with these like matters, okay. Right, ma'am? This first one indicates here lower lip. Done. It is a name lower lip by the blastopore. Blastopore. Where is the equator region? This indicates the ventral part. This indicates as ventral part. Where this region indicates us which is suitable for penetrating the sperm cell entry point. And here, what is the very slow? That is the animal pole side. Always the sperm cell enter into the ova at the side. That is the animal pole side. Animal pole side, and next one here, the region of invagination occurs in this region. This type of cells. Here the cells are formed here, this region. Invagination occurs. Region of invagination is occurs in the section, and next this indicates the dorsal part, where the ventral part is completely opposition versions of the dorsal part. And here the lip formation is there, ma'am. The lip formation is indicates as upper lip of blastopore. This is the lower lip, and here the upper lip of blastopore. Blastopore, ma'am. And here, what is the water going on the remaining space? Here the dorsal region to this, sorry, I am indicating like this one. Here, this dorsal regions to this region. Okay, those indicates that the region of the invagination part. The gastrulation, which is also with the point of the initiated by the invagination. The cells which are entered or which are going to form as in the inside or for downwards invagination, they can become having many folds, fold formations occurs. The upper lip part, okay. And next one, here this matter is known here the gray matter. This total matter is known here the gray matter, gray crescent matter. And next, this is the animal pole, which is indicates as vegetal pole. Vegetal pole. The highly yolk concentrated is slowly settle down at the vegetal pole in birds. The birds, their egg contain the high amounts of the yolk. The yolk only settle down at the vegetal pole. Like this one, right? Okay. This is the diagram which is indicates us the simple patterns of what occurs in the gastrulations. Okay. Here the ventral part of this is a lower lip of blastopore. Actually, first diagram is simply you people remember. Okay. And here the formation of blastopore. Here the cells are the first cells where the startings of the invagination, the region of invagination at the dorsal side. Here these cells undergoing the invagination, and these are slowly forms the first, okay, invagination process. This is the blastopore. Right. Here these cells, the dorsal side of the cells, which is the region of the invagination occurs in this region. This is the animal pole to vegetal pole region with the dorsal side. This is the site of the invagination in the blastula. Right now, here the process that just below the equator, right, ma'am? Just below the equator, in the region of gray crescent matter, there is a highly sinking of the cells, presumptive cells, ma'am. Pre-sinking of cells. For example, the size of large cells slowly become like this. Okay, and these all types of cells can going. For example, last class we discussed. This is the upper layers, and this is the lower layer. This lower side layer cells will become overlapping by this upper side. This is known as invagination, right? Inward and outward going of the cell process is known as inward process going on the involvation. Outward growing process is known as invagination, right? Here the formation just below the equator in the region of gray crescent matter. Okay, there is a sinking of few presumptive cells. These presumptive cells can making the endodermal cells occur. So that they simply endoderm cells. Endoderm cells is there, ma'am. This region where the below this equator region is the equator. region, below the equator region, within the gray crescentic matter, here is small endodermal cells. Which are endodermal means the another three layers. 1, 2, this is the ecto, this is the meso, and here the endo. Endodermal layers. These endodermal cells, the endodermal cells slowly occurs and they have an become mobile and less adhesive, okay ma, less adhesive and bottle shaped bottle shaped means ma here bottle shaped cells. These bottle shaped cells means where the inner side space is large and outer side size is very small. This type of cells here known as bottle shaped cells. Right now, these bottle shaped cells can go inward to the outward process, bottle shaped, where while their inner surface is broad and where the outer side surface is very narrow. In the peripheral regions are narrow and internal surface is very large or wide. Such type of cells are known here the bottleneck cells, or these bottleneck shaped cells or bottleneck shape or bottle cells, bottle shaped cells. Right now, these cells invaginated to form a slit-like blastopore. These cells can go to invaginated and forms a slit-like pore in the blastopore. Right now, that's why here we are observing the first lip formation, that is the bottle cells formation is critical features of the amphibian gastrulation, and this slit-like blastopore indicates us these lip-like structures, the first lip formation and second lip formation. These bottle-shaped cells are the critical point or the critical feature points of the frog gastrulation. Okay, bottle cells are appears in the frog gastrulation, isn't it, ma? Is it okay? This take so much time, but if you pay small attention on the class, then it can easily understand, ma. First of all, the blastopore structure, blastomeres structure is important. In the blastomeres, what is there, ma? There is a blastoderm and the microblastomeres, macroblastomeres, and blastopore is present. This blastula is slowly initiated to forming this gastrulation. The first gastrulation process is occurs at the dorsal side, and the dorsal side, and that is below the equator region. Below the equator region in the crescentic matter, the endodermal cells can go under the invaginated process, and here the special type of cells are formed here. Those cells is known as bottle-shaped cells. These bottle-shaped cells are forming in a critical point or critical characteristics of the frog gastrulation, right? And these or will become as a the crescentic and the frog. A slit-like pore is present in the bottle shapes, right now. And next here, the another one. So the bottle cells are appear to create a local invagination in the marginal cells. Local invagination in the marginal zone. Marginal zone means where the peripheral region. This type of cells, endodermal cells, these bottle-shaped cells can marginals into this side. Okay. And next one, thus bottle cells move into the interior of the embryo. Move into the interior of the embryo. For example, here the bottle-shaped cells. These shaped cells can move interior of the cells. Interior of the embryo. Another cells, ma. These are the bottle-shaped cells. These are move interior of the embryo. Right. Interior of the embryo. And next, this embryo can followed by the other surfaces cells. The movement can followed by the other cells and anteriorly along the roof of the blastocyst. Anteriorly along the roof of the blastocyst. For example, right one. Okay. Here the cell formation. The cells are just beneath the equator region, the gray crescentic matter. This is a region. This region is from a small triplex presentation and it penetrated inside, right? And next these inside words can slowly imaginate to form here the outside. And here forming as a small archenteron formation, and next this archenteron formation will become archenteron, right now, archenteron cells. The structure here the marginal cells. These marginal cells moved into interior cell, and it is followed by the roof of the another along with the another cells. Those are also follow the invaluations, right? First is invagination and second cell process is invaluation, and next one the cells which are followed to forming of the layer like structures. Okay, endoderm, ectoderm. Between these two, the mesoderm formation is known. The simple process that is the epiboloema. But here, the first we can discuss here the cells anteriorly along the roof of the blastocyst. And next, here the upper margin of the curved folds. Upper margin of the curved folds. These are upper marginal curved folds, right, is known as a dorsal lip of the blastopore. Dorsal part or dorsal lip of the blastopore. This is the region. And next here process, and next upper lip of the blastopore is formed here, and remaining here the curved fold is known as a dorsal lip of the blastopore, and at least of the cells to form the dorsal lip here. The first cells which are go to the invagination process and they can help in the formation of a dorsal lip formation. And next one, the first cells from the dorsal lips are endodermal cells. Those are endodermal cells. And these endodermal cells that invaginated to form the leading edge of archenteron. The endodermal cells, endodermal cells which are going to the invagination process, and they can make a leading edge of archenteron. These archenteron will become modified as a primitive gut. These archenteron cells, they later become the pharyngeal cells. These pharyngeal cells next, the pharyngeal cells of the foregut, they can modify as a cells of foregut. Right? Primitive archenteron. That's why we learn in the so many classes or so many theories that is the primitive archenteron, primitive gut formation is forming in the embryonic development. The first one, that is the primitive archenteron. Right? This archenteron is the cells which are helping in formation of the archenteron. This can become a pharyngeal cells. After these pharyngeal cells will become modified as the cells of the foregut. They are all present in the foregut structure. They are occupies the foregut. For example, simply another example which is easy to understand. This is our digestive system. This digestive system inner cells are mostly covered with the inner layers. Those are mucus, right now. And different type of of tissues are formed inside. Outside tissues or inside tissues is completely, they show some variations and differentiations, right? Each differentiation and different type, both are different, right? And next one here, these are more for the foveal formation. Next one, that is the cells involvating. The cells can involvating over the dorsal side. The cells can involvations or inward over the dorsal lip of the blastopore are called the chorda mesodermal cells. Chorda mesodermal cells. Excuse me. The cells which are helpful in the involvation. Next process now we enter into the second process, that is the involvation process. In involvating process, what will going on here? In the involvating over the dorsal lip most important one, over the dorsal lip of the blastopore are called chorda mesoderm. Chorda mesoderm. Okay, the cells which are overlapping. When this is formation of the upper lip blastopore in the dorsal side, okay, remaining the cells which are going to inward formations, okay, just using imagine these Gotek cells and here the blastula, okay, here the invagination processes occurs, and next in the invagination this is the involvation process is going on, right? Outward cells are enter into inside. Inside cells are going to cross on through outside. Inside cells was moved on the outside. Outside cells moved on the inside. Inwarded movements are known as involving. Outwards going on known as the invagination. Right now, here the chordomesoderm. The chordomesoderm cells can form. They can help in the cells can help in the right. Cells can helpful in the forming of the notochord. Form the notochord. Forming in the notochord, and these especially which one chordomesoderm layer, they can helpful to formation of the notochord and a transient mesodermal and a transient mesodermal. This transient mesodermal can helpful to formation of the differentiation of the nervous system. They can helpful. It can helpful to making the differentiation of nervous system, right? So what is what we discussed here? Invagination and involvation. The invagination, when it is over, it is come to follow the involvation process. In the involvation process, where the cells which are present inside, these inside cells can inwarded, outside marginal cells can inwarded inside. This is known as involvation. Where the inside cells are outward of the marginal or the peripheral region side, this is known as the invagination. Involvation. Involvation is the second one. The cells, marginal cells can enter into inside and forming a chordomesodermal. This chordomesodermal can helpful for the formation of the notochord and also differentiation of the nervous system. where the different ganglion and the spinal cord formation and the peripheral nervous system and the autonomous nervous system and central nervous system. So many nervous systems have been differentiated by this cauda mesodermal layer. And next one here, as this topic, subchain.